Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the CB vlog. It's another definitive top 10 list from us this week. If you're liking this kind of content, you know what to do. It's just hitting subscribe. Does a whole lot. Leaving a little comment, whatever it is. Or you can check us out and donate directly at Patreon, patreon.com/commandersbrew. Once you become a patron, you can also join our Discord and help us brew these decks, help give us ideas for the show. We're always talking with our patrons over in Discord about what's new for Commander's Brew and what's next and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun playing games, playing online, a lot of fun stuff. There's a D&D game going on right now. It's amazing. Of our patrons. It's super, super fun. Check us out, patreon.com/commandersbrew. Hope to see you there. But let's get into the definitive top 10 list for this week.
This week, the top 10 Commander's Brew definitive list of Magic's greatest mysteries. This is it. This is definitive.
This is it.
You know the rules?
Yeah.
Here are the rules. This list is definitive and we will not accept any discussion about it.
Any dissenting opinions.
Debate.
Yeah.
No. If you have a different opinion, save it for number 11 and down. That's where those go.
Yeah, that's the thing here. Like, I don't want to dissuade people from discussing it amongst themselves. That's one thing I don't want to do that. People are allowed to freely discuss whatever they like. It's fun to talk about things with friends. But don't come for us and ask us, shouldn't this have been involved? Shouldn't this have been included? Because guess what? It's definitive, friends. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it is. And it's the top 10. And it's never changing unless we say so, which we do, which we say that this is it, so this is it.
This is it. Let's get into Magic's top 10 greatest mysteries. Andy, you start.
Starting off the list here, the top 10 mysteries is Temple of Mystery. This is the Simic land. It's the Scry land, of course, from, most recently M21. Enters the battlefield, you Scry 1, and it taps for blue or green. And, of course, it enters the battlefield tap. A great mystery. Really, a staple of any standard format when it's included in one, and we love to see them reprinted. They're very playable in Commander. This is a great mystery, the Temple of.
Yeah, ninth greatest mystery, Mysterious Egg. One generic for a 0/2 egg, and when it mutates, when this creature mutates, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Mm-hmm. What's in that egg, everybody?
What's in that egg? What is that?
We don't know.
You get to decide, but no one knows up until the moment it gets mutated.
Yeah, and you could even have the plan, but that plan can change.
That's right. And that's really what adds to the mystery. And that's what puts it at a solid number 9, an immovable number 9 on the list of greatest mysteries.
True.
Number 8 of the greatest mysteries in Magic. It is Mysteries of the Deep. Now, these are multiple mysteries of the deep, but it is encompassed all in the one card, Mysteries of the Deep. 4 and a blue instant, draw 2 cards. This instant has landfall. If you had a land enter the battlefield under your control this turn, you draw 3 cards instead. Who remembers the fact that there is an instant out there with landfall on it? I didn't even know it existed. I didn't even know you could do that. Okay, one of the mysteries is, why don't we talk about this more? Why don't we acknowledge that it's pretty weird and interesting to have landfall on an instant card? Well, the mystery of how this came to be and the very mysteries of the deep that it talks about are the 8th greatest mystery in Magic.
Well, and isn't it a mystery that that's not how landfall even works? Like landfall is like a triggered ability.
That's right.
It's like you can't. This is just part of an instant.
This retroactively checks, I suppose.
Sure.
Yeah.
But that ain't landfall.
There's definitely a mystery there. There's definitely a mystery there, and it is yet unsolved.
Okay, mystery number 7. Where is my copy of Sunbirds Invocation? I know I own one. I know I own one. I just don't. I wanted to put it in a deck, but I couldn't find it. I don't know. I checked the decks that have red in it. I don't know where it is. I know I own it, but I can't find it.
You know what's funny? I'm not joking. I also have this problem. I know I have a copy of this card, and I have no idea what deck it's in or what box it's in. I have no idea where it is. I'm not even kidding. This is also a mystery to me.
Yeah, this mystery isn't, when I phrase it, where did my copy of Sunbirds Invocation go? I don't mean my Shanta Barris' copy. The collective, where is my copy of Sunbird's Indication, is a mystery of Magic that we all share in some way.
We've all misplaced our copy of this. Check, look and see. You won't be able to find it. It's a mystery.
Mystery.
The fifth greatest mystery. Fifth? Yes. Sixth? Sixth. Sixth greatest mystery. Ulvenwald Mysteries. Okay? 2 and a green for the enchantment. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, investigate. And then whenever you sack a clue, you put a 1/1 white human soldier creature token onto the battlefield. One mystery being, why are soldiers doing the investigating here? Soldiers are not detectives. They're not the police, right? The soldiers are the military. That's different. That's a whole different branch of, the armed forces. That has nothing to do with, municipalities, policing a municipality. Am I to believe that martial law is declared here? Is that what's happened? I don't see any card called martial law in this set, which is what is it? Return to Innistrad? Is that what it's called? Shadows over Innistrad? Shadows over Innistrad? Now, listen, it would make sense if you declared martial law in that plane because there's a lot of stuff going on there. And this person was clearly murdered. So I appreciate it, but there are a lot of mystery surrounding this card, including the mystery that the card depicts itself.
Yeah, you got to go to Ravnica to find martial law, the card.
That's right. See? And that guy, he'll figure it out for you if you get him on the case. Him, the guy named Martial Law.
Guy named Martial Law? Every card with Martial in it is a guy.
That's right.
Mystery number 5, Trail of Mystery. 1 and a green enchantment. Whenever a face-down creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may search your library for a basic land, reveal it, put it in your hand, and then shuffle your library. Whenever a permanent you control is turned face up, if it's a creature, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. We're talking about like top mysteries, and it is a mystery why we don't have more Morph stuff. Morph is a great mystery. Morph was super fun to play with. Mm-hmm. Give us more Morph.
That is a mystery, yeah. Number 4, greatest mysteries. Isn't a swamp just like a forest or an island or, any of those things? Yeah. Like, I'm going to pull one up here. Look at this one. This is one of the Bob Ross ones, and like that's a forest. I'm sorry, but where I come from, that is a forest with some water in it. What about this one here? This is with Zenikar Rising. Like, that's just a weird forest, right? That's just like you could tell me that's an island, and I'd believe you. There's wetlands are within forests. Isn't the swamp just part of an extended part of the forest, or a part of like a river? Shouldn't swamp be blue, sort of, because it's got water?
Or is this really just saying that there is no such thing as black mana in Magic? It's all hybrid blue-green.
So you're saying black mana is Simic mana?
I think so.
Interesting. That's a mystery. I wonder how that works in the confines of the story and the flavor of Magic. Interesting.
I don't know. Let's go on to mystery number 3, Sage of Mysteries. 1 blue, human wizard, 0/2, Constellation. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, target player puts the top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard. I cast an enchantment, and I say, you're the target player. At that moment, those 2 cards could be anything.
Yeah.
What 2 cards will go into your library? Nobody knows.
It's a mystery.
Yeah.
It sure is. The number 2 greatest mystery in Magic is Mysterious Pathlighter. 2 and a white for a 2/2 flying fairy. Each creature you control that has an adventure enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Great mystery here. Where do those +1/+1 counters come from? Is it from the adventure that they went on? But the creatures have an adventure, so they definitely went on the adventure. So does that mean that they were... But they don't have to have gone on the adventure. See, that's the thing. So there's a mystery there. The Pathlighter is giving them a +1/+1 counter, but where does the +1/+1 counter come from? That's a great mystery. Mysterious Pathlighter, great mystery.
And that brings us to our number 1 most definitive, irrefutable mystery of Magic.
Yeah.
Maybe you see this coming. Where do companions start in Commander?
Yeah.
Where are the companions?
Yeah. We're officially where?
I was thinking of a metaphor for this, so I need you to play along with me here, Andy.
Okay, all right.
And I'm gonna. This is a metaphor for what, like, the companions start in your sideboard, but there is no sideboard in Commander.
Right.
And people say, well, but the card says you're allowed to do it. It's been errata to say you're allowed to put it in there or whatever, but there is no sideboard. So here's the metaphor, Andy. We're going on a trip.
Okay.
We're going to take a plane trip, but there's a rule on this plane trip. We're going to go on a fun adventure to a desert island, but you can only bring 3 things with you. You're allowed 1 suitcase, and you can only bring 3 things to this island.
Okay.
What 3 things do you bring?
Oh, okay. Well, I'll bring a lighter because I feel like that's very important. You guys have a
Great
fire
idea.
there. I'll bring a fishing rod.
Yeah.
That'll help us catch fish when we're there. Maybe a
Yeah.
spear might even be better. And I got to bring something fun. So I'll bring my Nintendo Switch. I'll have a lot of fun there.
Great.
With it. Yeah, and I'll be able to charge it. I'll figure something out.
Sure. So you've got a lighter, you got a spear, you got a Nintendo Switch. That's great. We're prepared. We're great at this desert island. We get there. We're like, the adventure is about to start, Andy. This is going to be so much fun. We're going to use all of your things. But now I brought 3 things. I also brought a lighter. I also brought a spear. I also brought a Nintendo Switch.
Nice.
But I also brought a second suitcase. And in that suitcase, I've got cans of food and a can opener. And I got a radio and I got a compass. And I got parts to make some things. So you might be asking, where did this come from?
Yeah.
We weren't allowed to bring another suitcase.
Parameters of the exercise were set,
Yeah, when you're making a commander deck, you can't put things in the sideboard
Yeah.
to say later when you get to the island, aka the game. You can't just say, oh, and by the way, I snuck this extra suitcase on. It's like, no, there is no extra suitcase. Like, you don't have that. It doesn't make sense.
It does make sense. It's a mystery.
Which leads us to a bonus mystery, that if this plane were to crash on the Canada-USA border, where do they bury the survivors?
In their home countries?
Do you know this one?
No.
Oh, it's a very... I thought you'd know it. It's
This
a
is
very
a
famous
mystery?
one. Well, it's sort of a riddle. If a plane crashes on the Canada-USA border, where do they bury the survivors?
Oh, they don't bury the survivors.
Aha. So, okay, that's what you're
Survivors
supposed
live.
to say, because I thought everyone knew this one. But this riddle was invented in 1938. So by now, all the survivors would be dead, and they would get buried in their home countries. You were correct the first time.
Yes, I was right.
Yes,
I saw through the riddle.
Yes.
Great stuff. These are the mysteries of Magic. These are the 10 greatest mysteries. Definitively so. We know exactly the list. There's no changing this list. We may revisit it in the future, and then there may be some changes because it will be a new definitive list created by us. But until such time, this is the definitive list. You might be thinking, hey, what about the mystery of how come Wizards of the Coast can't figure out how to print a foil that doesn't curl up like a little, like Shirley Temple's ringlets? I don't know. That is a mystery. That might crack, that might be number 11. Didn't quite crack the top 10 here. There's many other mysteries, but these are the greatest 10 mysteries. Thank you for being with us for this top 10, and we'll see you around for the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you love what we're doing, consider supporting the show by going to patreon.com/commandersbrew.
And if you want to get any of the cards from our deck list, go to our TCG Player affiliate link below.
That helps us out too, and for a free way to help us out, consider sharing the show with some friends. Like and subscribe, add a comment or two.
See you later.
Bye.